Well, hi, it's B. Ron Knights. Hey, I haven't done a video in a while. How do you like my bling here? See, the rings and the whole deal. Now, I got to tell you, trying this h- wireless headset right now. It's connected by USB dongle because I was having trouble getting all sorts of devices recognized in the Bluetooth because it had too many Bluetooth devices. Now, the catch is that right now, I'm not hearing myself as I'm speaking. I'm not hearing, my voice back, and I'm not showing any lights moving on the console down below, whatever you call it. I'm not sure why that is, but I thought I'd go ahead and do a recording anyway. Because when I play back, it seems to be just fine. See if you got any kind of a clue what's going on. Maybe you could help me out. Now, my shirt says I have selective hearing. Sorry, you weren't selected today, and the chances for tomorrow are not looking good. So, a lot's been happening since the last time I put up a video. I've taken a couple of classes in acrylic painting, having a great time with my lady friends. And we had one art show last year. We had another one recently. Got a lot of good feedback. And so I started putting my paintings up on the wall. I got the flower paintings up, and I'll be putting up the portrait paintings again later. I'll probably put one or two in this video at least. I haven't really learned how to edit with DaVinci Resolve, but I may give that a shot. So I got a new website up. It's ronknights.org, O-R-G. And I've been sharing my artwork with my friends at where I live, and everybody loves my stuff, except one time I did a painting of two dogs for a friend, and another friend looked at it and says, "What is that, a cow?" So I was kind of deflated for a while. As it turns out, I'm not so great with painting. Uh, I'm trying to make something look realistic. It ends up looking flat like a caveman painting. So what the heck? So I was gonna give the. We have a dog named Tango. He's a retired service dog. He comes by every pretty much every Friday. The lady named Louise, I think it was, used to live here, and her daughter has a couple of daughters who and one daughter had a service dog. And during the 4 years of high school, she had Tango as a service dog. Now, since Tango retired, he's been coming to visit us on a pretty regular basis. And then the daughter had another dog after that, named as Yeti. So I told Sherry that I would make a painting of Tango as a thank you for all of her for her bringing Tango, coming over with Tango, herself and Tango. They're obviously a blessing, and her husband Ethan. Uh, so I was feeling a little insecure about Tango looking like a cow. So I gave her that, in addition to a whole bunch of painting artwork that I created on Daz Studio. And she liked it all. So I was really feeling good about that. It's good to give somebody something in return for their kindness. Okay. I've been really feeling good. I'm still having trouble getting things together in my mind to understand. I really need somebody to help handle the finances because I just tend to kind of zone out and spend money, and that can be a problem. As it stands now, my the computer that I use to do my dad's studio work and to make these videos is an old Hewlett Packard Envy computer with an i7 processor. I think it is. It's like 6 to 7 years old, and it's reaching the end of life as far as what it will handle. Dad's Studio is a main art program, and they're slowly replacing uh, the kind of slowly exceeding the kind of hardware that I have. So far, I've been able to do stuff, but they're already working on a new version. They're up to beta testing right now, and it will end up making my computer obsolete. So I'm hoping against hope that somehow I'll be able to afford a new computer. Now, just to fill you in on the health stuff and all that, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Well, uh, I decided to get a little smart and go ahead and kind of use a little caution when it comes to what I eat. So I used to get like 3 pounds of jelly beans and stuff like that. I pretty much cut down all of the sweets. And as a result, right now, I do not need any insulin to handle my diabetes. I still take Ozempic, and Ozempic has helped me, helps reduce my appetite, among other things, which means I don't eat as much. So, there again, I have lost weight, and I decided to celebrate by buying new clothes. Now, the thing is, I thought, well, I now since I have a smaller waistline, I can actually choose the inseam length. Before, I didn't have any choice, you know. Uh, so I thought I, by choosing the 30-inch inseam, that it was going to be cool. Well, I don't know if they were mislabeled or what, but the pants end up so long that I end up walking on the cuffs when I walk around. So I get around that by using my I have some really fluffy slippers that have a high, they're high, they're tall, whatever you call it. So my pants will just hit against the top of the slippers and I don't want to chip on them. I also wearing suspenders again. I got some new shirts, different colors. See, the ladies are telling me that I ought to add more color to my life, so I've done that. Over the time, you'll see my other new T-shirts and whatnot. So okay, so there's that going on, and then I don't know if I've made a video since January of 2025, a year ago. I one day I woke up feeling pretty sick, and it was a Friday night, and I ended up getting sick. Put it mildly, getting sick, puking my guts out all night long and into the morning. And at the same time, I was incredibly dizzy. Like if anytime I moved, I was going to fall over. So it was really bad. And I think as a result of that, that may have caused I end up with a ruptured blood vessel in my right ear. So there's absolutely no hearing in my right ear. So I was really shook by the whole thing. I didn't have, at the time, I didn't have a lot of food or stuff at home. So I went for a few days just trying to get by on eating oatmeal and drinking water. Finally, I got my monthly money and I went and got some better food, uh, stuff for dehydration and whatnot, feeling better. Now, as it turns out, with the different doctor appointments or whatever, it took me until I got my new hearing aid. See, I had to get tested and have MRIs and stuff done to clarify exactly what was going on. That it was like ruptured blood vessel. Then I had to have a hearing test. And I ended up getting new hearing aids, and they were paid for by Medicare or Medicare, I think it was. So I got fancy new hearing aids that They're the latest version of the ones that they had. Uh, Resound was the name, and we chose these because they also would work good with my iPhone, so I could go in and fine tune the performance using my iPhone. Now here's the thing to bear in mind. I will never hear again from this ear. The ruptured blood vessel was a freak event. We're not absolutely sure what happened, how it happened, but it's not something they can go in and fix. So what my hearing aid does is this. In this ear, there's a little microphone that sends the sound by way of Bluetooth over to this ear. So I don't have directionality. In other words, I can't absolutely tell if a sound is coming from there versus here because this, what would be heard here, is also heard here. So I got left and right hearing in my left ear. Right now, I'm not wearing the hearing aids because I found out the other day if I had hearing aids on and I had a headset with cups on both ears, that I got feedback because the hearing aids fed it back and that kind of stuff. So I didn't want the old microphone because it was in the way, and I'm sitting here at my recliner doing most of my computing. So I decided to get this kind of a headset. Now, a while ago, I got a Bluetooth one. You see, I have so many Bluetooth devices that they just couldn't seem to get it to pair up with the computer. So I bought this one here, which has a dongle that allows me to go by way of USB. But at the same token, I finally realized that, see, I got the kind that sits above the ear because I thought I didn't want it to interfere with my hearing aid. But the dumb thing is, I don't need the hearing aid if I'm going to be doing a video because my left ear works. Okay. So if I have a headset, something going in the left ear, I won't need the hearing aid in there. So eventually I'll end up buying the kind that plugs into the ear so it won't be quite so visible. Although here I gotta say that having this black chair thing and whatnot and black shirt whatnot, you can't necessarily see the whole headset except for, I don't know, whatever. So let's summarize this. Oh yeah, my hearing aid. I finally got the new hearing aids on April Fool's Day. I thought, okay, this is my life. It's kind of punctuated by symbolism, I guess, because it was around, let's say, the new year was it when I got deathly ill and I ended up puking out my guts for a whole day or so, and I lost my hearing in my one ear. And then, as it turned out, I got my new hearing aids on April Fool's Day. I kind of when they had to propose the date, part of me said, I don't know if I want to be ironic, but then again, I wanted to get him as soon as possible, so I did. Uh, so the hearing aids work pretty good, except there's things like I gotta tell you, I get overwhelmed by the sound. Sometimes people talk so loud on the other side of the room that I can't hear anybody anywhere, and I go kind of nuts as I can't really tell where the sound is coming from. And sometimes somebody way over there sounds louder than somebody over here. And I tried tinkering with my using my iPhone. Doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. Oh yeah, and I thought, oh, this is cool. I could have the iPhone connect directly to my hearing aid using Bluetooth, so I can talk back and forth. Well, for over a year, I was doing it the wrong way. I was using the speaker on the phone instead of the hearing aid. When I finally tried it, what I thought was the right way, I could barely hear anybody using just the hearing aid instead of the speaker on the phone. So I just kind of continue to use the speaker on the phone. Okay, so I've been sharing my artwork, the paintings that I've done in my dad's studio work I like to say with 100 of my best friends because I really opened up and really kind of hang out with my people and give a lot of feedback back and forth and whatnot. So it's been amazing because almost everybody loves my stuff except that one woman who looked at it and said, "What is this? A cow?" And I got nothing against her. I got a lot of people sitting up in my defense on the whole regard, and I got to tell you, I my problem with trying to draw or paint is that I'm thinking I want something to look realistic. How do you like those air quotes? Huh? And for some reason, it's like there is a short circuit between my brain and my hand where I just can't seem to duplicate the look of the 3D and or the lines the way they are and all that. So I'm getting to the point where maybe my style is not to try to be realistic, but to be I don't know, a little surreal or whatever. Some people say that my paintings look like something that Van Gogh did. So it's funny because I look at his stuff and I think that's his stuff, and I think that doesn't look realistic. I don't know if I like it, but if they say my stuff looks like his and they like it, okay, fine. After that little cow incident, I decided to do more using my computer. I like to do both, but it's easier to use Dad's Studio. I can do things and change things. I will try to include I tried to do a Daz 3D Daz Studio version of myself to use in my artwork, and I'm pretty happy with it. Although I think I might make them a little heavier. So I'll try to include that in maybe a couple other things in this video. I think I've got to end up trying to edit in DaVinci Resolve. I have not used the program in a while, so I'll probably need to update it. Oh, and I have a new saying because I'm so happy most of the time. Life is grand. This is Ron Knights. I'm happy to see you again, and stay tuned. I intend to do more videos. Hopefully, I'll get this sound thing straightened out so I can hear myself. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.